What's up, guys? It's your boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Pickdroppers, back at it again with the NBA Blacktop one-on-one video. Now, in this video, I am Russell Westbrook, and Tyrone is Kevin Durant. Now, in case you guys didn't know, or were obviously living under a rock, Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors, and it was because he wanted to win a championship, something like that. I don't know why he chose the Warriors. I think because he wanted to win that year, and he knew he could do it in Golden State. And then Russell Westbrook, obviously, understandably, is really mad. And I wanted to see who would win a one-on-one matchup. Now, we all know that Kevin Durant is probably the better player. In my opinion, at least, I believe that Kevin Durant is the better player. I think he's top 2 in the world. I think he's right behind LeBron. And I just wanted to see what would happen. Obviously, the speed is definitely very helpful for Russell Westbrook. And Kevin Durant does have the size advantage, so that was definitely interesting to see. And I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what I think is going to happen and what's been happening in the league for the past couple of days. Now, what I have definitely noticed is that some of the top-notch teams have not been looking too good. You know, they started off pretty hot, and since then, they've slowed down. For example, the Atlanta Hawks, they've lost their last 2 games after going on a 6-game win streak. They actually started the year on a 3-game win streak, and that was definitely very interesting to see. Philadelphia is now only 3-10, so Dallas moves into worst place team in the league. The Clippers have been hot, and they've stayed hot, same as the Golden State Warriors. San Antonio's right up there. Oklahoma City right now has the 6th seed. The Lakers have the 8th seed. Definitely some interesting teams. I could see some of these playoff seeds staying. I do see Cleveland staying at the 1. I'm going to go down all the seeds, and I'll say whether I think they're going to stay or move up or move down. Cleveland at the 1. I have Atlanta moving down a couple of slots. I don't think they'll be at the 2. I don't think Charlotte will end the year at 3. I think Toronto will actually be at the 2. I don't think Chicago will be at the 4. Actually, Chicago might be 4 or 5. I'm surprised the Knicks are all the way down to 8. You know, they haven't really found out their team chemistry. They're right now 6-7, coming off of a win against Atlanta, who's definitely a really good team. And I'm surprised that the Knicks lost to Washington, because Washington's definitely not a good team this year. You know, Washington's actually my basketball team, since there's no Pittsburgh team, and the closest team to Pittsburgh is Philadelphia. And as a Pittsburgh fan, I'm taught to dislike any Philadelphia team. That and the 76ers are horrible. And right now, the 76ers are second to worst team in the league. They're the worst team in their conference, in the Western Conference. And to no one's surprise, they won't be making the playoffs. I mean, they have more losses through 13 games than the Warriors had all of last year, which is kind of embarrassing if you think about it. But they haven't looked too bad in their last couple of games. Philadelphia. In case you guys didn't know, I'm actually recording this the same day I'm putting this up. So if you wanted to know if I'm say stuff about yesterday or a couple of days ago, you guys know where to look. And a couple of days ago, they actually came off of a 24-point loss to Minnesota. That's definitely a lot of points. The Timberwolves, one of the teams I thought were going to play really good, are actually 4-8. They were 3-7 when they played the 76ers. And that was kind of embarrassing how much the 76ers lost by. And I did think Minnesota would be a better team this year. I was actually very surprised by that, because they have a lot of really good players. Same as New Orleans, they've played worse than I thought. Same as Phoenix. Teams that have played better than my expectations are teams like Denver. I was actually surprised by how, I mean, they're not playing good, but I'm surprised that they aren't at the very bottom. Sacramento Kings, I'm pretty surprised. And the teams I'm surprised by that are very high in the league are the Rockets. You know, James Harden has definitely been playing really good. Let me check the stats. He's been averaging almost a triple-double all year. Same as Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has 9.7 rebounds per game, 10.4 assists per game, and 31.6 points per game. So he's up there. He's number 2 in points, number 2 in assists, and for rebounds per game, he's like number 15. And as a point guard, that's really good. He's number 1 for all guards in the league. The next guard, though, is not even in the top 20, which I find very surprising. That there's no other guards in the top 20 except for Russell. And he's right now a one-man show. And I also feel bad for Anthony Davis. He's averaging the most points in the league, only by 0.1. He's only 0.1 ahead of Westbrook. He is averaging the most points per game. He's averaging the most blocks. Obviously, he's up there in rebounds. He's averaging 7th most in rebounds. And he's definitely a really good player. And if you guys check that he's not even in the top 20 for assists because he has nobody to pass to. I mean, his whole team is a bunch of players that can't play for their lives. And I really feel bad for Anthony Davis. He's number 20 in field goal percentage, which is pretty good. Very good compared to a lot of players in the NBA. But for the number 1 point getter, it's pretty good. And I think Anthony Davis should get traded. I think it would be very, very interesting to see if he got traded to a team like Oklahoma City. You know, Oklahoma City definitely needs a very good point scorer besides Russell Westbrook and a very good big man, even though they have Steven Adams, who's pretty good. You could have Steven Adams. You can probably put him at the 5 and then have Anthony Davis run the 4, or you could switch those up. Definitely would be interesting to see that. I could also see him going to places like Miami, maybe. Another place I could see him going is Brooklyn. Brooklyn has nobody, and he could get a lot of money, but I think he's trying to go for a pretty good team. I could see him going to Portland, maybe Houston. These are all teams I could see him going to if he did get traded. I don't think he will, but if I was him, I would want to get traded. And something I've been very interested in seeing is how well Nick Young has been shooting from the free throw line. He's almost at 97% from the free throw line, and that's really, really good. And then 3-point percentage, a center, Joel Embiid, is shooting 50%. Yes, a center, a natural center. That means he only plays center. He's the only player that only plays center that is in the top 20. And all these stats were definitely very interesting to me. And I still think that the Cavs will beat the Warriors in 7 games to win the NBA Finals. And I'm going to keep updating you with that. And I actually win this game 22-20. Definitely a very good matchup. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and write a comment down below on what you would like to see next. It's your boy Pickdroppers, and I'm out. Peace!